we have started the letter C, and what is the last word we have done? We have seen
Consequently.
Consequently, sir, we need to continue with consideration. And we have
consideration.
stopped Indian Contract Act 1872, Section
No,
2, subsection D.
conspiracy.
Yes.
Please read the conspiracy.
Conspiracy, an agreement by two or more persons to commit an unlawful act.
The, what is a conspiracy?
An agreement by two or more persons to commit an unlawful act.
It's an illegal agreement.
Yes.
It's an it's an illegal agreement. Please unmute yourself.
Sir, please mute Zahib, sir. Yeah. So mainly conspiracy, it is an agreement between two or more persons to commit an unlawful act.
An unlawful act.
Act. Yes.
It is defined under which section?
Yes, sir.
Criminal conspiracy. Under BNS, what is the section? Under BNS, it is section 61. Under
61.
Defined under 60, under section 61 of BNS.
Sir, in IPC?
Sir, in IPC it is 120A, sir. 120A and section 120B.
IPC, it is section 120 capital A.
Yes, sir, 120 capital A and section 120 capital B. Punishment of criminal conspiracy.
Only definition or not? 120 capital A of IPC.
And capital B. Yes.
Capital B, the punishment. I don't want the punishment. I want definition.
Achha, only definition, it is section 120A, sir.
So please remember these sections.
Sure, sir.
क्रिमिनल कॉन्स्पिरेसी बोलते हैं तो बोलेंगे इसको कॉन्स्पिरेसी सिविल ना हो सके इट इज अ क्रिमिनल कॉन्स्पिरेसी next
yeah, constitution, this refers to organic instrument under which powers are conferred on various organs of the government.
What is the constitution? It is the refers to the
organic instrument under which powers are conferred
on the various organs of the government. So what are the various organs of the government?
Objectives.
Organs क्या है गवर्नमेंट के?
Organs. Legislative, executive.
Legislative, the executive, and the judiciary.
And judiciary.
Yes, judiciary. Legislature, executive, and judiciary.
Okay. Next. What is the next word?
Next one, consumer. A person who buys goods or services for personal, family, or household use with no intention of resale.
So it is a who is the consumer?
Consumer is a person who buys goods or services for personal, family, or household use with no intention of resale.
With no intention of रीसेल, कोई भी आप
Resale.
चीज खरीद रहे, when you are purchasing something and you don't have, you are purchasing for yourself, then it's called as consumer. So consumer is defined under section 2 clause 7, 2 clause 7 of the Consumer Protection Act 2019.
19.
Consumer Protection Act 2019.
19.
19.
Remember this. Next.
Consummation. Voluntary sexual intercourse.
Voluntary sexual intercourse. Next.
Intercourse. Contempt.
Contempt.
Willful disregard or disobedience of public authority.
Willful disregard. It is a willful disregard or
Willful
disobedience
disregard.
of public authority.
Authority.
It is a Indian Contempt Act. है. The Contempt of Court Act. क्वेश्चन आता है आपको, कंटेम्प्ट, अगर कोर्ट का कंटेम्प्ट करे आप, इफ यू डू नॉट ओबे द ऑर्डर ऑफ द कोर्ट, बाय विच लॉ? द कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट एक्ट, द कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ
Court Act.
कोर्ट एक्ट 1981, इसमें आपको डिफाइंड है सब चीज, ठीक है? प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस, द कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट एक्ट कौन से साल में आया पूछता हूँ, विल आस्क यू व्हाट इन विच ईयर दिस कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट एक्ट वाज enacted. 1981. Next.
Contempt. Yes. Ban.
Anything prohibited or banned by law is called as contraband.
Contraband.
Example, drugs, narcotic substances, etc. So what is the contraband? Anything which is
Contract.
prohibited or banned by
Yes, sir.
law is
Law.
called as
Contraband.
contraband. Example, drugs, narcotic substances, etc. What is a contract?
Contract, a legal binding agreement between two or more parties.
Defined in a section
2A. H.
आज ही पढ़ाया मैं क्लास में.
Sir, Indian Contract Act 1872.
Defined under section 2 clause H
2
of
clause
the
H, okay.
Indian Contract Act
Indian
1872.
Contract Act. Next one is conversion. So shall I read the next one?
Anyone can read? Some other? Kareem has read. Some other, please. Charan,
Can I continue?
let others read.
Yes, sir.
Please read.
Conversion, a civil wrong when someone's title to his movable property is denied, or if a bail negligently allows the bailor's goods to be damaged.
So what is a conversion? Conversion is a concept of tort law. It is a concept of
Tort law.
or law of torts. Whenever you go to, when you will be studying in your LLB, law of torts like subject रहता. In that topic, you will in one of the topic is, in one of the unit is conversion.
Conversion.
So what is the conversion? It is a civil wrong
Civil wrong.
when someone's title, that is ownership, to his movable property is denied. Anything which is movable property माने कोई भी आप एक चीज से दूसरी चीज को लेके जा सकते हैं, दूसरी जगह लेके जा सकते हैं, उसको क्या बोलते हैं आप? मूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी
Movable
बोलेंगे आप.
property.
Now, when access to your property is denied, you are not allowed to use your own movable property, then it is called as conversion.
Conversion.
Okay. If a bailee negligently allows the bailor's good to be damaged, or you can just remember this much, that's all. और कोई चीज को
Sir,
डैमेज कर
bailey
दिया.
means
A bailee is someone who takes care of your belongings of which you have deposited in the court. ठीक है. A bailee is someone कि भाई अगर आप किसी को अपनी चीज रखो बोल के दिए and he negligently
responsibility.
he did not see the responsibility and negligently got damaged, तो क्या बोलेंगे उसको? कन्वर्जन. खराब हो जाना चीज
Yes, sir.
किसी की नेग्लिजेंस की वजह से, क्या बोलेंगे उसको? कन्वर्जन. ठीक
Conversion.
है. कौन से है ये?
Tort. Law of tort.
लॉ ऑफ टॉर्ट्स.
Torts.
द नेक्स्ट वर्ड
Conveyance.
कन्वेयंस.
A written document transferring ownership of land from one person to another.
Written document transferring the land from one person to another. Registration of, it is called as registration. Registry करा लिए क्या बोलते हैं? When you are writing on the paper by law, कि भाई you are transferring the ownership rights from one person to another, it is called as conveyance.
Conveyance.
Registration of land
Ownership.
or registration of land, which registration of land or any other property is called as conveyance. Next. Next word,
Convict.
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 Who is a convict? A convict is a person found guilty of an
Found
offense.
guilty.
जिसका इल्जाम प्रूव हो गया. Who's a convict? It is the opposite of
Convict.
acquit.
Acquit.
It is the opposite of acquit. समझ में आ रहा? So convict is a person found guilty of an offense and
Offense.
punishment awarded against him. इसका opposite क्या है?
Acquit.
Acquit. Convict माने इल्जाम साबित हो गया माने उसको सजा देना. Acquit माने इल्जाम साबित नहीं हुआ उसको रिहा कर देना, रिलीज कर देना.
Oh.
ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वर्ड
Copyright.
व्हाट इज कॉपीराइट?
It is exclusive right by virtue of Copyright Act subject to provisions of other law.
सो कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है इसका? इट इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ
Intellectual property right.
इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स. कॉपीराइट का क्या है? इट इज गवर्न. इफ यू हैव अटेंडेड माय ऑफलाइन क्लास, आई हैव गिवन यस्टरडेज क्लास, आई हैव मेंशन्ड दिस कॉपीराइट्स. कब आया इसका कानून? कॉपीराइट का कानून कब आया? नोट्स बनाए ना बने?
1957.
Copyrights Act. It has come under 1957.
Seven.
ये कानून ये this will come in your exam. Copyrights Act was enacted in which year? In 1957.
7.
Next. The next word.
Coroner.
So what is a coroner?
An officer who inquires into any violent or unnatural death.
So an officer, if the death is not natural, so if it is unnatural, it is a murder or it is something someone has, like today you have seen, you have understood the concept of homicide. When it is
Yes, sir.
suicide, it is homicide. Then the investigation
Yes, sir.
officer to find out the reasons of the death. The person is called coroner.
Corona.
Right. Next.
Cost.
Cost. What is cost? Kharcha. It is the
Expenses of proceeding.
expenses of proceedings or suit in
Proceeding.
the कोर्ट. जो भी आप केस फाइल करे तो उसका जो खर्चा लगता है उसको क्या बोलेंगे आप? कॉस्ट. इज कॉल्ड एज
Cost.
कॉस्ट.
Cost.
नेक्स्ट.
Court.
व्हाट इज अ कोर्ट?
A person or a group of persons or judges with authority to hear and decide disputes by interpreting and applying law.
व्हाट इज अ कोर्ट? कोर्ट इज समवेयर ए पर्सन और person or judges with authority to hear and decide dispute. It is called as court. अब आप कोर्ट में जा रहे, कोर्ट में
Court.
कौन बैठता?
Judges.
जजेस. क्या करते जजेस बैठ के? व्हाट दे डू? दे हियर योर केस and decide on the merits. Clear? Next.
Yes, sir.
Convenant.
Covenant.
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 It's an agreement in
Agreement
writing.
between two persons.
What is
An agreement in writing between two persons whereby one is agreeing to do or not to do something.
then covenant is something which you give in writing that you will do or not to do. ठीक है? कोई काम कर रहे, कोई करना है या कोई काम नहीं करना है, तो जब आप राइटिंग में लिखे देते दैट इज कॉल्ड एज
Covenant.
covenant. Next. Next word.
Crime.
Crime. What is crime?
An illegal conduct which is harmful to a person or persons or to society as a whole and which is punishable by the state by different laws.
This is condition.
क्या है? Crime. Crime is an illegal conduct
Conduct.
Conduct.
or behavior or
Behavior.
behavior. It is an illegal conduct or behavior which is harmful to a person or persons
Persons.
or society as a whole,
Whole.
and it is punishable by the state. It is punishable by different laws.
Law.
This act or commission is entailing a punishment by law. ठीक है? It is not defined under Indian criminal law. It is also known as
Commission means
क्या बोले? Commission माने नहीं करना कोई काम. Commission माने to do. Commission means
commission means to not to do.
to do. Whereas omission माने
To not to do.
not to do. समझा? कमीशन मतलब टू डू.
To do.
कमीशन माने
Not to do.
नॉट टू डू. ठीक है? अब एक कोई इंसान को मारना है आपको, क्या उसको कुछ यू आर यूजिंग ए वेपन एंड यू आर कमीशनिंग द एक्ट ऑफ मर्डर, homicide. But what is omission? How will you kill a person by omission? By not giving him food.
Supplying weapons.
Omission which you don't do it.
Omission.
आप किसी को खाना नहीं दियो, एक किसी को मारना है तो उसको डायरेक्टली यू टेक अ वेपन एंड किल हिम, दैट इज एक्ट ऑफ कमीशन. बट यू डोंट वांट टू एक्ट ऑफ कमीशन, यू वांट टू डू ओमिशन. डोंट गिव हिम फूड, डोंट गिव हिम वाटर, he will automatically die after some time. That is act of
Oh,
omission.
omission.
It is also known as offense. Crime का official word है offense.
Offense.
Next, who is a criminal?
Committed again.
Please read the who is a criminal.
One who has committed a criminal offense. One who has been convicted for a crime.
So one who has committed a criminal offense. ऊपर ही पढ़े criminal offense क्या है? What is
Yes,
it? One who
sir,
has done a
criminal
crime.
offense.
One who has done crime and has been convicted. Convicted मतलब? Convicted मतलब क्या है? अभी पढ़े.
Punishable. Punishable.
Convict मतलब क्या?
Teased.
Punishable, sir.
Convict. Punishable क्या punishable? Convict का मतलब क्या है? पढ़े ना
Found
अभी.
guilty, sir. Convict means a person found guilty
Found
on
guilty.
an offense
Found guilty.
and punishable.
It is called as convict.
Convict.
Convicted for a crime or offense. Acquit माने छोड़ देना. Convict माने सजा देना. इल्जाम प्रूव होगा ना सजा देना. समझ में आ रहा?
Yes, sir.
Next.
Criminology. This refers to a science that deals with crimes as well as criminals.
This refers to a science that deals with the crimes as well as
Criminals.
study of crimes in known as criminology. That's all. Good meaning. Next, culprit.
Culprit. A person accused or charged with the commission of a crime. A person who is guilty of crime.
Culprit is someone
Culprit.
initial stage में that person is accused. When the charge is proved, the accused becomes guilty. ठीक है, person who is guilty of crime. When the charges are not proved, he is just an accused. But once the charges are proved, then he becomes guilty.
Culprit.
Becomes convict. ठीक है. Next, custom.
Yes, an unwritten law dating back to civilization. This is a habitual courses of conduct which is observed uniformly and voluntarily by the people concerned. Voluntarily.
It is क्या है? It is an unwritten law dating back to the civilization. It is used for a very, very long time. So it is a source of law. It is considered as source of law. ठीक है. Next. Last two words for today. What is cyber law?
Field of law dealing with computers and internet.
So cyber law मतलब it is a field of law dealing with the computers and internet. That is cyber law. In India, it is governed by Information Technology Act 2000. International Information Technology Act कौन से साल में आया?
Technology Act
2000.
2000.
इंडिया में साइबर लॉ का कानून क्या है पूछे तो कौन सा कानून बोलते हैं?
Information Technology.
इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी एक्ट 2000. ठीक है.
Sir, information regarding crime.
इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी एक्ट कानून का नाम है. साइबर लॉ के बारे में अगर किसको सजा देना है, क्या साइबर लॉ क्या है, तो उसके कानून का नाम क्या है? व्हाट इज द लॉ, नेम ऑफ द लॉ विच इज गवर्न साइबर लॉ. तो क्या बोलेंगे उसमें?
Yes, sir.
क्या कानून का नाम?
Information Technology Act
साल क्या है? व्हाट इज द ईयर?
2000.
2000. नेक्स्ट, व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट वर्ड?
Last one is cyber theft.
Cyber theft. What is cyber theft?
Act of using an online computers to steal others' property.
Fraud.
तो क्या है?
Cyber
What is
theft,
cyber
act
theft?
of using an online computers to steal other property.
To steal other property. Theft है ये. Steal माने others property. Cyber theft. It is a cyber crime. It is a
Cyber crime.
cyber crime. Okay. So we have done all the info, all the words which starts with the C.
C.
So condonation. What is my condonation? माफ कर देना. It is to show mercy.
Mercy. Yes, sir.
Okay. Someone asked me what is condonation. Nothing but to show mercy. माफ कर देना
Mercy.
कोई चीज को. कोई गलती करे उसको माफ करके छोड़ देना. ठीक है. उसको बोलते हैं
Yes, sir.
condonation. So today we have completed the
C. Legal terms of C.
legal terms with the letter C.
C.
Tomorrow we'll see the word starting with D.
D.
ठीक है. I hope you are making your notes and each and every word is important. Please revise और आप लोग पढ़िए. Right? So
Yes,
tomorrow
sir.
we'll start the letters with letter
Letter D. D.
D. ठीक है. So it's very very important.
Yes, sir.
And if possible we'll also complete the word E also. So tomorrow I'll make sure that we are completing at least 2 alphabets. Okay, so let us conclude the class here. We'll meet again tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Inshallah.